Welcome to Kabir's session on the teachings about death. Saint Kabir was special. He was not restricted to any religion. People from the Hindu religion also went to him, and the Muslims also went to Kabir. He was, in fact, revered and respected in many other religions. In the Guru Granth Sahib, there are a lot of mentions about Saint Kabir. So even the Sikh religion looks up to Saint Kabir. Saint Kabir has been one of those few saints, few sages who have been accepted worldwide as somebody who is not restricted to one particular religion, one particular section of society. Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, Parsis, Christians, everybody went to him. Everybody knew that this man will give me advice which does not restrict me to any particular religious belief, to any particular religious conditioning. So you will find stories of Kabir with people from different sections of society. So let's begin with Mullah Nasruddin's story. Mullah Nasruddin is asleep. He was sleeping in bed. When he was sleeping, he slipped into a dream. He dreamt that he was dead. There were women sitting around crying. His wife was crying. And he saw death taking his soul away. So Mullah was really petrified in his dream. And his entire life, from birth onwards, flashed in front of his eyes all the way to death. Mullah woke up exasperated from this dream. He was scared. He didn't know whether it meant something or there was no meaning. So, next morning, Mullah spoke to his wife, and his wife said, "Why don't you go to Saint Kabir? Maybe he knows something. Maybe he will help you." So, Mullah goes to Saint Kabir, and what does he ask Saint Kabir? Is there a message in my dream? Does it mean something? So Kabir says, death is our reliable companion. Life is not reliable. Anytime life can leave you. But death is somebody who is definitely going to come, who never leaves anybody alone. Yeah? Most reliable, most faithful companion is death. When Kabir says this, Mullah Nasruddin is like, but that's something I really don't want to face. But Saint Kabir, being Saint Kabir, constantly harps on. He constantly keeps talking about death. He turns Mullah's eyes towards the inevitable destruction of the body. He describes death in detail to him. He says death is like fire licking through the bones. It is like maggots eating the flesh and crows staring at the skull. Hearing such gory descriptions, Mullah tells Saint Kabir, "Oh, you are just insinuating the fear of death into me." Kabir says, "No, that's not my point. That's not my goal. I am weaving the truth into a dialogue with an aim to wake you up, to make you face life by facing death." Then Mullah got interested and started listening. Who's Mullah? You all are Mullah. Saint Kabir says, death gives our life urgency. Do you notice you don't have a sense of urgency? Oh, I'll do this tomorrow. That can be done the next day. That can be done next week. There is no sense of urgency in life. You have made an assumption that you are going to live tomorrow, that you're going to wake up tomorrow morning. Saint Kabir says, death gives our life its urgency. Death makes us honest. How does it make us honest? If you knew you were going to die tomorrow, would you even consider lying, cheating, fooling somebody, thieving? Not at all. You would not consider any dishonest means. Death forces us to remember that we do not have forever, and therefore it makes us honest. Death forces us to remember that we do not have forever to clean up our messes in our relationships, our messes in our financial situation, in our social situation. Death forces us to remember that this moment is the only moment that I have to straighten out my confusion. We do not have forever. Saint Kabir urges you, you do not have forever. Today you could have died. We are in the midst of a pandemic, a global pandemic. Death could come to any of us. We do not have forever to find out the truth about our own selves, to find out who we truly are. Only few precious opportunities come our way. We have that opportunity to grasp this wisdom, and we squander away these priceless jewels. We do not look within. So Saint Kabir urges you, don't miss this opportunity to wake up. I urge you, in the midst of this pandemic, don't miss this opportunity to wake up. Why? Because a fallen fruit does not return to the branch. A missed opportunity can never be tasted again. The dead can never send news back to you. Don't waste time. We are so lost in our lives pursuing money, power, pleasure. We get so lost, so consumed, we forget the truth. So Mullah stops Kabir and asks him, why is there this thirst in life? What is my problem? Why do I keep running after relationships, money, family, friends, career, job, power, name, fame, even running behind spiritual teachers, spiritual texts? Why do I keep running? What is it? Same Kabir is very happy that Mullah asks this question. He says, we usually realize it when it is too late, when death is at the door. In the Indian language, there is one single word for both death and time. It is called Kal. The same word Kal is used to express both death as well as time. Because we are so lost in this world of people, situations, and things, the mind has created a concept called time. We believe in time and we feel that all these possessions might go away. We know that the passage of time is going to bring death towards us. That is why we fear transiency. We fear the coming and going of money, the coming and going of relationships, the coming and going of name, fame. We fear transiency. So, what do? We try to hide the fact that time is passing. Notice this when somebody starts speaking about death or something about time is going away, your mind tends to push away that topic. It wants to change the topic. We try to hide the fact that time is passing. The mind does not like this idea. What does the mind like? It likes a continuity. But really, there is no continuity. Look truthfully at this moment. What is there in this moment? Whatever is in your room, on the computer screen, that is what is the present moment. Whatever is happening right now, this is the present moment. Moment to moment, you only experience the present moment. Wake up and see you'd never experience something called the past. You never experience something called the future. You only experience the now. In my direct experience, I only experience the now. I assume that this session started 18 minutes ago. That was the past. Can I step out of the now and go to that past and begin again? No. Similarly, I will say something maybe after an hour. Can I step out of this present and go to the future and listen to that right now? No, I can never step out of the present, either to the past or to the future. Present is all that I experience from moment to moment to moment. Mind does not like this truth. Mind says, no, where is the continuity if there is only the now, only the now, only the now? The mind wants continuity. Why? Because of the fear of transiency. What is transiency? Coming, going, coming, going. Things come and go. Mind does not want to face that truth. It wants to hide the fact that time is passing. It wants to create a false sense of continuity. And that is why we cling to things. We feel, oh, this house will make me feel secure, make me feel that I have something that is permanent. Oh, my car will make me feel secure. My money in the bank will make me feel secure. This relationship with my spouse, oh, it is a relationship for lifetimes. 7 lifetimes I'm going to be with this person. The false sense of security is what the mind is seeking. It is seeking continuity where there is none. That is the reason we cling to appearances of youth and attractive bodies. We cling to wealth. We cling to power, name, and fame. We cling to relationship. We pretend that these things are permanent, though we know they are not. So the first homework that Saint Kabir gives Mullah: look within. Do you pretend that something in your life is permanent, is going to be there forever? It's not about fooling others. We fool our own self. We pretend that things are permanent, though we know they are not. So the first lesson Saint Kabir teaches us: face the truth. Nothing is permanent. Buddha teaches the same truth as the first lesson, anicca. Nothing is permanent. We just pretend that things, people, and situations are permanent, though they are not. And when life happens, obviously things that come will also go, then you see the impermanency, you see the transiency, and then you are upset, you are sad. Why are you upset really? You are upset because of your own pretense. You fooled your own self that things are permanent. And when the truth really comes in front of you, it shows you that things are not permanent, you become sad. So you became sad because of your own assumption, your own pretense. So number 1, recognize, do I do this to myself? Do I keep pretending? Do I keep pretending? It's like, to forget the truth, we try to put ourselves to sleep. This is a waking world. All the scriptures tell us it is a dream. It is a passing dream. But I don't like it. I don't like that truth. I put myself to sleep with the false idea of status, power, possessions. Death is perched on my head, especially with this pandemic. And death is eating away the insides of this body like a termite would eat into a wood house. Every single day is one day closer to death. I know this fact, but I run away from this fact. So, I am pretending. I am fooling myself. It's not about others here. I am fooling myself. I am the cause for my own pain. Kabir says, many have died. You will also die. The drum of death is being beaten. The world has fallen in love with the dream. This is a dream. Everything in your waking world, your parents, your children, your spouse, your money, your possessions, everything, it is a dream. And you have fallen in love with it. So wake up and see, can I start making an effort to recognize this dream before death comes and wakes me out of it? One day death will knock my door. Before death comes, can I recognize the truth? Kabir says, only one thing death will not be able to take from you. It will take away your name, fame, possessions, your identity in the world, your title, everything. But there is one thing that death cannot take away from you. Work towards that. That thing is unborn. So Mullah says, I didn't get this unborn. What do you mean by unborn? So that's when Saint Kabir tells him about his own dream, the problem with which Mullah came to Saint Kabir. In your dream, what did you see? He said, I saw my own death, and I saw my own birth, and I saw everything in between, the entire life flash. So, remember Mullah, you have seen many more dreams. Do you remember another dream? So he's saying, yes, a few days ago, I saw a tiger running behind me in my dream. Okay, Mullah, that is not the only dream. There must be other dreams. So he's saying, yes, a few days ago, I went to the market to sell my donkey in my dream. And I was arguing with this person. He was giving me $7,000 for the donkey and I wanted $8,000. So now Kabir tells him the most important thing. Now look at all these dreams. These dreams happened because of either a craving or an aversion. In the dream where you were selling the donkey, you wanted more money. There was craving for money. In the dream where you were running away from the tiger, there was an aversion, a fear, maybe of animals. Every dream is triggered by either a craving or an aversion. Mullah says, correct. Every dream is triggered. So then Kabir says, but when you were lying in bed and dreaming, you had forgotten yourself and you had become this character in the dream. You were experiencing the fear. You were actually seeing the tiger through the eyes of this dream character. You were actually hearing the roar of the tiger through the ears of this dream character. You were actually feeling the sensation of fear in your entire body of this dream character. The sensations were in this body. This dream character went through whatever happened in this dream. Then that dream disappeared. The dream character died. Did anything happen to the dreamer lying in bed? He said, no, nothing happened to the dreamer lying in bed. Then you had another dream where you said you went to the market to sell your donkey. This dream character in this dream was the one experiencing the craving for the money. He wanted more money for the donkey. And he was experiencing the agitation when the other person was not giving him his requested amount. This agitation, this greed for the money was experienced by this dream character. After the dream was over, did this dreamer have any remnants of that craving? Did he have any of that agitation? No. This guy was cool. When I woke up, I forgot about it. Now that you asked, I remembered. Similarly, Mullah, we take different births. Every birth is like a dream. We create our own personal dream worlds. We experience our own cravings. But there is one part of us that is asleep, that which is dreaming, that is unborn. It is the same in this dream and it is same in the next dream. It is same in every single dream. That consciousness is the one that is dreaming the different dream characters. That consciousness is who you are. You have forgotten that you are the one lying in bed and you are lost in this dream world. Every day a situation changes in this dream world and you keep fighting with the situations in this dream world. You forget that you are that untouched dreamer. This intrigued Mullah. He says, wow, how do I find that one? How do I get there? So this is when Saint Kabir starts teaching Mullah about the witness consciousness. He tells him, in awareness, our consciousness exists only moment to moment. Only moment to moment. The moments are constantly changing, but the awareness is constantly there. The transiency is only in the dream. But the one that is aware, the one that is conscious, that is the present itself. That is why that present is an eternal now. There is no changing in it because the awareness does not change. The consciousness does not change. That is who you are. So Mullah says, so you're saying I am time. Saint Kabir says you are beyond time. So Mullah says, how do I go beyond time? Kabir says it's very simple. Right now, you are looking at me. Your eyes are the physical body. The physical body is in time. That's correct. The physical body is in time. The eyes are the seer and I am the seen. Your eyes are the seer and I am the seen. Now take one step beyond. Do you notice the mind saying yes and no? The mind is one step beyond the eyes. The eyes which are on the physical body and I which am in the physical body belongs to time. Now tell me that which is beyond this physical, your own mind, your thoughts, your feelings that are arising and falling. Are they in time or are they beyond time? Oh, thoughts are also in time. I can see the thoughts arise. I can see the thoughts fall. I can see the sensations arise. I can see the sensations fall. Thoughts, sensations, feelings, all this together is called the mind. Oh, the mind is also within time. It is not beyond time. So, Mullah, can the mind see the eyes blinking? Can you see the eyes blinking? Yes, the mind is aware, the eyes are blinking, the mind knows. Okay, take one step beyond the mind. Is there something that knows that the mind can see the eyes blinking? The mind knows that the eyes are blinking. There is a knower. the knower, the one who is aware of the mind and of the eyes and of this computer screen. Stay there. Stay with the knower. He is beyond the eyes and beyond the mind, which is saying, yes, no, I get it, I don't get it. Who knows that the mind is saying, I'm getting it, I'm not getting it, I like it, I don't like it. That is the witness. Stay there, Mullah. That is the witness consciousness. When you remain as the witness, you will notice you are in the present moment. In fact, being the witness consciousness is equal to the eternal now. There is no past, no future, simply the eternal now. Notice the mind can become restless because it wants variety. It wants different things. It doesn't like the boring, simple void of the eternal now. Don't jump to the level of the mind. Stay beyond. Stay beyond the mind. When we abandon this awareness in the living moment, we are actually dead. If you abandon this awareness, you die. This is the real meaning of death. Stay there. Again and again, notice that the mind is in front of this witness consciousness. Because you can see the thoughts arise and fall, arise and fall. O Mullah, this is the way to reach that which death cannot take away from you. When you give yourself to this witness consciousness, you agree to be with the constant change of thoughts, of feelings, of situation. You accept the flow of time. And if that flow of time has to bring some loss, it's fine. When you stay there, you will see that you are grounded in stillness. In this witnessing, you cannot hold on to the past or future. You can just see the thoughts rushing past, gushing past. There is only the present. And without past and future, there is no cause and no effect. You get released from karma. Karma is nothing but cause. Karma phalam is effect. When there is no past or future, there is no cause and effect, means there is no karma phalam. So the object dies or disappears. In the stillness of the witness consciousness, the object disappears. And you stay there as the witness, you will notice the subject disappears. But this loss of identity is not threatening. In fact, it is liberating. When the subject disappears, it is liberating. And that liberation means freedom from the fear of death. Kabir says it's a 1 second search. You get there in 1 second. Take your attention to the mind that is observing the eyes. Then take your attention one more step beyond the thoughts, beyond the mind. And there, the 1 second search is over. There I am. Kabira says, wherever you are, that is the entry point. Begin. Begin this search and find that liberation, the freedom from the fear of death.